Hey, all my brothers, all my sisters, all my kings and queens. It's your boy Mtiduzi coming back to y'all with another video. Today is Friday, the 30th of January 2026. End of the month, you feel me? The time, the watch is saying almost 6:30, but you know, my watch is 5 minutes ahead, PM, you feel me? And as you can see by the title, you gotta have the leverage. So let's get right into it, man. I took a break from making videos. I won't say I took a break, but I've been hitting the gym hard, so I didn't really have the time to hop back on here. But yeah, this is a video I feel like I should make because I feel like a lot of my problems in life come from me or come from leverage being exercised against me, right? So one thing I understand is that you gotta have the leverage in almost every situation if possible, but you gotta have the leverage as a guy, man, you feel me? This is specifically to the brothers, to the kings out here. Let me get it started, right? So I just googled the word leverage and I don't remember word for word the definition, but it said on Google, one of the definitions was the power to influence a person or a situation. Man, that's what it is, right? And before I Googled this definition, when I was just putting the video together in my head, I understood that leverage is power. But let me break it down to you, all right? I'll start with women, right? I was just watching a video right now by Dating Right, Dating WRIGHT, right? It's a brother on YouTube. He compiles these short TikTok clips of women, you know, in different situations, but this one was specifically on them begging for money, begging men. And this is what I mean, that you gotta have the leverage. And also, when you don't have the leverage, you have to accept that you don't have the leverage. And another way you have to accept it and make a plan to get the leverage, or you just gotta respect yourself enough to walk away. So let me get right into it, right? So there was just videos on videos of women asking for money in different ways. And I've had this experience myself, right? And I'll name a couple of situations. And in these situations that I'm gonna name, what saved me is I didn't want to sleep with a woman. And even if I did, I had enough respect for myself to be like, you know what, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always feel. It's like there's always gonna be another girl. I'm never just gonna be stuck up on one girl. Unless maybe it's the wife, obviously I'll make it work for the sake of the word of God. But I'll never believe that there's just one girl. You know, Game God Goldie, I was watching a live earlier today and he was saying there's about 3 billion women. Let's say we cut it down to your specific type, your preference, your religion, whatever. There's about 500 million if we're just estimating. So I also truly believe that there's not just one woman. I'll never be stuck up on one woman. I don't have to be. As well as I feel like I've built myself up, right? I've, did what I have to do. Did what I had to do, right? I said it right. I've put in the work and now I also have leverage, right? So it's like women are gonna find me attractive. I don't need you. But anyways, yeah, you just have to respect yourself. But yeah, I remember, right? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of stories. I remember me and one of the brothers, we was good. Now we're not good anymore. I'ma call him B. Me and B, we went to an office park around where I stay, right? And the intention of the day was shooting pictures. So this was back when I had no job. I don't think he had a job, right? If I'm not wrong, we had taken some weed with us. We planned on smoking as well as just taking pictures. So we ended up by that office park. I had my camera. I had just gotten the iPhone I'm using to shoot, the 8 Plus. So it was late, you know what I'm saying? It was like, they don't know us on Insta, you know what I'm saying? So, and we met this other girl. I call her Jay. I don't remember her full name. No, actually her name was... I don't want to put her on blast, but I got her name and surname, so she was SJ, right? That's her initials. Colored girl. So, yeah, we get to the park, we're tripping out. She's like, where you guys going? Where do you work? Like, now, just came to take pictures, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it player. And we took pictures. I also took pictures of her, right? But it was the beginning of me getting the iPhone. So I didn't know how to properly use the camera. So I had taken a couple pictures of her, but didn't come out that great. Anyways, I think, she gave me her number for me to send her the photos. Funny enough, a couple days passed. I remember I was at my sister's house. My sister used to live somewhere. I had went there. I was alone in the space. Out of nowhere, a message comes through. Can you borrow me 200? I was like, what? This girl is crazy. I remember what was running through my mind. I was like, and plus with this girl, there was no romantic connection. I didn't even feel like she was nice, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, she's okay, but there wasn't a thing of, damn, like I'm trying to talk to you more. It was like a long shot. She hit like a, I don't know if y'all have seen the pictures of like someone trying to take a shot, right? But then they show the moon. So she took like a shot from the longest. But yeah, can you borrow me 200? I just sent a message, then I sent back, I don't even know you enough to borrow you money. I don't know, God had touched on some, if you didn't want, you could have just said so. Something like that. But I was just thinking, man, what the hell? But I've always been, because I haven't been lustful to sleep with women, I've always had like the respect enough to walk away whenever a woman asks me for money. But while we're on this subject, I believe, right, in taking care of your woman. I feel like if I were to get a wife, and now what I mean by that is she shows that she's down for me, she's committed, 100% loyal. There's a song by Britney Spears that talks about, I was born to make you happy. If I really feel like that this girl is going nowhere, she only has eyes for me, she's doing the most to stroke my ego, make me feel like, you know what, I'm there for you, even though like I don't feel like maybe she's there because I'm up, but she's doing the most, right? I don't mind taking care of a girl, buying her things, but like now I'm not just gonna send any girl money. I don't believe in that. And for what? And one of the things I'll talk about is, either way, you have to respect leverage. So the standard, what do they say in the Bible? The pattern of this world is, women, you should take care of women. I'm saying? You should pay for all the dates. She shouldn't spend money on you. Your money is her money. Her money is hers. Just this BS, right? So one of the things is like you can choose not to accept all that BS, that programming. But you have to understand that with leverage, she's just gonna walk away because someone else will do it for her, right? Same thing if you as a guy believe, this is what came to mind, but like if you believe in threesomes, right, and your girl doesn't want to have a threesome, you just simply walk away, be like, okay, you don't want, I'm walking away. It's like, even though she could, you know what I'm saying, it's wrong, you shouldn't want that. At the end of the day, another girl is gonna do that. So it's like, you have to respect leverage. Anyways, story, I'm gonna keep it short with these stories because not a lot, women haven't asked for a lot, but women have asked, right? Yeah, and it's funny, women have no shame, or some women have no shame. I don't blame them, it is what it is. I remember there's this other girl back in high school, man. Like, I remember first time seeing her, she had dreads, she's good looking, even now, right? But like, I was amazed by her, man. She was beautiful, same grade as me, right? Same age, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, like, I wasn't popular, like, in the grade. There were, for a lack of better words, I'll say better guys than me, right? Which is subjective, but like, there were better guys than me. So I wasn't that guy. And I remember there was a day she came up to me. She's like, Mduduzi. I was like, yo, she knows my name. She's finally taking notes. So she's like, can I please have a 2 rand? I was like, you know what I'm saying? And I never ended up giving it to her. But like, it is what it is. There's another girl. She showed that she liked me first. And this is recent, like last year. And I won't even lie, this girl, she came out of her pocket for me. I was like, can you buy me a sandwich? She pulled up with money for the sandwich. Yeah, but then after that, I don't judge her, right? Because with her, in my own words, she's not the prettiest, right? She's quite good looking, but she has like a nice body, like proper nice body. She's a mom already, right? Even though she's in her early 20s. But yeah, like after that, like every time she saw me, she was just asking, can you buy me this? Can you buy me this? I was like, this is so out of hand. But then I didn't, how can I say, I didn't take it to heart because I understood it. It's like, I bet even if you guys can meet her, right, all my brothers, most of y'all would want to sleep with her, right? So it's like, because she has this reality that most guys want to sleep with her, she's able to exercise that, can I get some money? And with me, it's like, yes, I would have slept with her. No, I wouldn't actually, because I really believe I had the chance. It's just that for me, because I look to God, I don't want to disobey God. I didn't go out my way to sleep with her. But yeah, otherwise, I also would have been giving it up, you know. But like, I was strong enough to be like, nah, I ain't gonna give it up for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't feel like I have to. Yeah, and we no more speak, but yeah, it is what it is. It's like, I ain't gonna come out my pocket for no reason. You know, if you feel me, you know. Women. You have to watch women because they have one thing I don't like about women is there's a whole lot of manipulation, and I'm stereotyping, right? There's a whole lot of manipulation that they practice. So it's like most women's moves are calculated, and that's the thing I don't like. It's like, even like with this situation I had, there's another girl. You know, she was coming, she liked me first, I didn't really like her. But then she came with that friend vibe, you know, buy me things, I also bought her. And then, Jiggy, she wanted some money because her reasoning was, I need this certificate to graduate. Oh, yeah, I need this money to graduate so I can get the certificate and better my life. So me as a friend, I had the money, right? It was quite a lot of money, right? And I'm not sad about it. Only thing, yeah, but I'll explain the story. Yeah, so I go take this money. It was in my savings. I take it out. I give it to her. Oh, she's happy. Oh, thank you so much. But for me, it was nothing. It was like, I'm always, if we're friends, I don't mind helping you. You know what I'm saying? Progress your life. It's not doing me any harm. I'm not doing it expecting nothing. So I was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing, basically. Even this story, I'm not supposed to tell it, but like, I just want to show you that for me, I shouldn't even be talking to this girl, but I am. But like, down the line, I'm like, next thing she's spinning a story on some, I need so much more money because I'm thankful that you helped me pay to graduate, but there's still so much more money before I actually graduate. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you said that money was for graduation. She was like, no, you weren't listening. That money was to pay off like a specific term, if I can say. I don't know what's the university lingo, but that money was for this specific term so I can progress. It wasn't actually graduating. So I'm just like, from there, obviously, the resentment came. Even now, like, I've forgiven her, but, like, I'll never look past it because we're still friends. But it's like, she spun a story on me where she didn't even need to. Like, if she honestly was on some, maybe I wouldn't have given it to her, right? And it should have been that way. But, like, if she was just literally on some, I need this money to pass my term, I still probably would have threw her the money. But now that she came with this whole story, I can never trust her. Like, even now she's planning to go out. She wants me there. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she'll ever watch this video, but I'm just like, it's not happening. Like, for me, she's already rotten. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no matter what she does, it's like you spun a story on me. So, women, there's something else. Fast forward recently to this girl. And I say this girl, but like she's way older than me, right? And to give you guys context, with her, I won't even lie to you, like, she's okay, right? She's kind of nice. She's kind of nice. But you know what I'm saying? She's divorced. She's got 3 kids. But she's kind of nice. Right? And even though I knew that I'm not going to end up marrying this chick, but for me it was strictly a Bible thing, right? Because the word of God, if I'm not wrong, it says, whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. So with her, you know what I'm saying? As well as I look for a specific standard. Are you catering to me? Are you going out your way? Because there's many younger women that want me. Why would I go with you? And to put it, rawfully and truthfully, without trying to offend her, why would I go with you when there's other women, less baggage? But yeah, I remember I was on some, let me take you out. Then she's like, in Tswana, you know what? But like in like a joking way, but she was on some, you know what? Bring me lunch, because she works where I work. Bring me lunch, and then we'll see if we can go out. And I was just thinking to myself, it's like, what a goofy what would I be to bring her some lunch? And then she's like, it was... Or even if she said, let's go out after that, it's like, she's already making me jump through hoops. And unfortunately, I'm up on game. And I'm not going to jump through hoops for you. I don't feel like I have to. Yeah, so it is what it is. But it's like, leverage, man. It takes me back to the topic of leverage, right? But basically, women are able to beg because they are good looking, right? And the reality of good looks is it gives you leverage, it gives you power. Good looking women are high in demand. The standard of this world, hello. The standard of this world, I thought she was calling me, but yeah, the standard of this world, right? That's my neighbor's child. Anyways, the standard of this world is men do the chasing. You feel what I'm saying? Men do the chasing. Women will go out their way to not even talk to you, though they like you, right? But yeah, men do the chasing, and because men do the chasing and women who are beautiful are high in demand, it's basically the best man wins. And when we talk about the best man, is the guy who really sims for her. It's like, I just find it so wild that women will demand all these things, right? It's like such a double standard, but like they'll be like, it's like I'm on Hinge right now, and it's like almost every woman I come across, I want my man to spoil me. You know what I'm saying? He must love spoiling his woman. But like, it's like when us guys are on some, yeah, we want our girl to cook and clean. Oh, you want a maid. So one thing I understand, and that shout out to Rollo Tomasi's book, The Something Man, the rational male, right? He talked about how women have created this society to cater to them. And now that I'm seeing it for what it really is that, brothers and sisters. Like, women, over time, women have created a society that best serves them. And as a man, you have to wake up to this and you have to just reject all the BS. That thing of her money is her money and my money is her money. It's like, that is BS. I don't believe in that, and nor will I do that, right? But then, one thing we have to understand is you have to respect leverage. So, back to the topic. Because women are high in demand, especially if you're good looking, you don't really need to be really educated. As long as you nice body, pretty face, you can dress seductively, you are high in demand, and guys are gonna damn near fly you out, pay for everything, take you here, they give you money. You know, that's where the girlfriend allowance comes in. Guys are gonna do for you. And the reality is, if you are a woman, they say women, it starts at 18, but basically it's even younger. But like, we could say maybe 14, 15, all the way to like 20s, even maybe like 30, right? They have that gap where they're in demand and they have the leverage on most guys. So they demand all type of things. And that's why women don't date the same age. It's not, I don't feel like it's because they mature quick, all that BS. Like, I'm really against all this conditioning. Like, honestly, I don't think it's because they mature faster. I just think it's because they have the leverage. And as guys get leverage as they get older, right? No, typically. So it's like, because you're a guy in your 30s, you're having money, you now get to date women in their 20s. So it's like, as for a woman, a guy also the same age, like let's say we're both 25. It's like, I don't really have as much value, or I can't do for her like a guy in his 30s who's willing to take her here and there. So it's like, why won't she go for the guy in his 30s? It's like, better finessing. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect leverage. And that means, right, you know, with leverage, guys, the whole point of this video is, oh, brothers, we need to have the leverage. You know, what I've been experiencing is a lot of women on the apps, you know, they take long to respond. And that's because most of them are young, right? 20s. Mostly they're 20s, but they have the leverage on their hands, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's like, you have to respect leverage. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, there's not really so much you can do about leverage. And even in my situation, right? So now that I'm gaining leverage myself, what I find is I don't have to tolerate a woman's BS. So it's like if I start talking to a woman and she's not replying as fast, or she's not willing to chip, I want her to come out of her pockets, do something for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to go for that whole BS. I don't really believe it, right? And one thing I've seen is like this. If it wasn't for me being spoiled, I've seen women do things for me. Women buy me things. Women can have husbands, but they're still attracted to you. All these things. So it's like, now that I've seen the other side, I just won't allow myself to be played with, right? But yeah, since I have leveraged myself, if a woman doesn't want to put up with my program, I'm out. If she ever asks me for money or anything insane, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if she's not willing to do some certain things, I'm just going to go to the next woman, the next better looking woman. I always feel like there's going to be a woman that's going to like me. So it's like, there's nothing she can do. It's like, if she's not meeting my standard, if she's on some BS, if she's out of line, I'm out the door. And that's also leverage. It's like, she can never force me to stay with her, right? It's like I have leverage, and that's power. It's like, yes, I'm an attractive young male, and if you ain't taking me seriously, I'm never gonna talk to you again. It's like, simple as that. So it's like, you have to have the leverage. And I once heard, I don't know who, but they were saying women are terrible people when they have power, right? Because they use it unfairly. And when I heard that, it wasn't hard for me to accept it, right? Because that's what I've seen. Like, women are just, I don't hate women at all, right? But also Myron Gaines says, it's like, you have a choice. You can either understand women or respect them as your equals. And like, now, the more and more I understand women, I don't respect it. It's like, there's all these type of games they play. Even like, for me, that's why like now, I don't really see me and a woman being friends. It's because what I've experienced is women test you, but you guys are only friends. But are we really friends? Because now you treating me like I'm trying to get at you. And this is like with most women. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? All these mind games, manipulation. Even like, I live at home, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like because my mom's in power, I just see the way she yields the power. It's like, honestly, to say, no judging her, no bad mouthing, but it's like, it's not in a good way. And I just don't understand it. It's like, why do you feel the need to go out your way to wield power in such a bad way, right? So, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And that's why I've accepted the saying that women are terrible people when they have power. So, what I've understood, right? And for all the brothers, like, you have to have the leverage. It's like, the woman has to like you more. If she wasn't messing with you, yeah, it's up to you, but I'm just never going to mess with her. I know a lot of women are going to spin the block once I become famous by God's grace, once I get the bag. But it's like, why would I do such a thing to myself? Because they're only going to try have the leverage again. And, one of the things Casey Zander said, he was on some, women only fall in love, really date men, right? Or fall in love with men who are able to exercise the leverage. It's not a money thing. It's a intellectual, it's like a mind thing, right? You have to value yourself. And also with me, it's like, I really value myself to the point where it's like, I'm just gonna walk. Any funniness, I'm out the door. It's like, I want the leverage. I believe I'm gonna use it better, but like, I want the leverage in every situation. It's like, currently there's a girl who's been liking my status, right? Consistently. And honestly, I'm attracted to her. But right now, for me to take her out and all, even though I do like a low minimum date, it's really, I'm not in that financial position to where it's a good thing, right? It's like it's gonna really mess me up when it comes to my bag. And even if I can get it to a point where, which I believe she'll pay for the dates, I just don't want, I'm not intimidated by it, but I don't want her to have that leverage over me. It's like it's either my way or the highway, you feel me? So it's like you gotta always have the leverage. Always, always. It's like if a woman doesn't text you, never text her again. It's so sad to see brothers taking L's, right? Because this is really a mind thing. It's like, and once you figure it out, it's quite easy to play the game, because I feel like as men, we are less emotional, right? So we can really take our emotions out of it and play for the game for what it is. But yeah, it's like seeing these videos where this girl was like, I didn't text anyone for 48 hours. This guy sent me $50. She's in America. On some, please text me back. It's like, we down bad. It's like, and I don't blame brothers, right? But I think that's why semen retention, not being so thirsty, not, as a believer, it's supposed to be no sex before marriage. But yeah, like not being thirsty for sex, it really takes, I'm going to say, most of the power from women. It's like, honestly, if you're not trying to sleep with a woman, she can't really influence you in any way. And that's what I've seen. It's like most women I interact with, right? Even though they drop dead gorgeous, if I don't want to sleep with you, it's like you can't manipulate me in any way, because you're gonna be like, you must do this for me. I'm just out the door. I'm like, nah, go find another guy. To which she probably is, right? Because that's leverage. You have to respect it. If this is her standard, that she wants you to pay her 5,000 monthly allowance and you don't want to, she's gonna find another guy and you have to accept it, right? But yeah, it's like you gotta have self-respect out here, man. Like, otherwise you're gonna be down bad with these women. Like, shoot your shot. I believe in always shooting your shot. Make the approach. But if she ain't feeling you right, let me look at you proper. Got them hoop earrings. If she ain't feeling you, walk away. It's like, have the leverage. It's like, and the reality is, some situations you're not gonna have the leverage, right? Like what I've seen is, and this is what I feel like I experience as well with beautiful girls. Here I am, right? Let me just put myself as an 8, and I'm exalting myself, right? To which the Bible says you mustn't, because you will be humbled. But let's just, for instance sake, to explain this example, I put myself as an 8. I really believe I'm an 8, right? Let's just say. And then there's a girl who's also my age, but she believes she's an 8. She's going to have more leverage, because the reality is there's way more guys, right? That who the society we've set up, the guys are the chasers. So they're going to be willing to do so much for her. And I'm going to be at a point, or I'm going to have this perspective on some, nah, like, I don't want to do that for you. I'm just as hot. I can get another girl. And she's going to be like, you know what? I don't have to put up with your BS. I'm just going to find another guy. So, it's like this clash of leverage now. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's equal, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we're not going to be able to get along, because it's like now both of us don't want to compromise for each other, because it's like, nah, I deserve better. Nah, like, I want this as well. So it's like a clash, right? So, but that's what leverage is. It's power, and you have to have it. Even, and one of the things I really have to stress, right, about leverage, which is actually power, is like, if it is wielded against you, you have to be able, firstly, respect leverage, right? Let's respect leverage. And what I mean by that is like, so there's a situation I made up in my head, right? But follow me. On my way to work from the gym, there's these two they're not officers, but they're basically two ladies who direct the traffic, even though the robot is working for some reason, right? And the road where they stop me, it doesn't have that much people. Like, people are mostly going in the other direction because their work is the other way, right? Me, I'm coming at a direction where there's not as many people that want to pass this certain way. So they always hold up my lane longer, right? So I was just thinking in my head, because it can get to you, right? So I was thinking, if I was the guy that I had to complain about it on some, yalla stopping the road, you have to let us through, right? And let's say because it's two ladies, she tries to put up a fight, whichever lady I'm talking to, on some, you have to wait, what, and fast forward, maybe just later that day, someone drives by and shoots her, right? Let's just say shoots her leg, she doesn't die. The next time I roll around, they're gonna think twice before, you know what I'm saying, even letting the traffic go on normal. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, this guy, he's actually gonna start shooting us. So now it's a thing of fear. No matter what they say, they don't have the leverage now. Now it's a thing of, hey, now we're in a hard position. Now when this guy comes, we have to give way, because even though we can't confirm that he shot us, you know, it's him, and he has that leverage, and you have to respect leverage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and also, yeah, it's like, so with me, one thing I understand is like, every girl I interact with, because I like beautiful women, and you know what I'm saying, with most beautiful women, they have their own leverage. So it's like, if she's not willing to get on my program, I'm just gonna have to respect myself and walk away. It's like, I'm not gonna simp. You know, women are wild. It's like, I'm looking for my own simp. It's like, that's never gonna be me. I'm not just gonna give money for no reason. I'm not just gonna pay all your bills, if that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I truly believe the only way my wife is gonna like live a life where she's taken care of, if she's really is if she's really doing the most for me. I'm not just gonna allow my wife to kick her feet up for no reason. Like, you know, also one of the things, I won't even lie to y'all. Oof, there's a pain out of nowhere. But you know, I'm a soldier, man. You feel me? I'm a killer out here. But yeah, I go to house church with certain members of my church, right? So there's different homes we go to. It's a house church thing. And one of the things I've seen is us men wash the dishes. And when I ask for the reasoning is, women have our children. It's like, it's not a good enough excuse to say women, they have our children. Guys, that's, for me, like, nah, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, firstly, with the thing of house church, I don't see myself as, I could stop going, because I don't see it being needed. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go, don't get me wrong, but like, such a weak reason for me. I was like, because they have our children, they give birth. That's just such a weak reason to give women the leeway. Or you can't have a child without us. You also can't have a child without us. It's like, I don't believe in giving women this like special treatment, like as if they just all these beings that need to be catered to. And also, there's a thing Game God Goldie said, and you know, the reality, what I've seen is, its truth isn't always, what can I say? It's not always beautiful, right? Truth is ugly. But Game God Goldie was saying, it's not a man's natural thing to be a provider. if you had to take a man and a woman and drop them in a desert, right? It wouldn't just come to the man's mind that, oh, you know what, I have to provide for this woman, start building a house for her, be like, okay, no, you sit at home, go out your way to get her things. This is really a societal thing, one thing I've seen. And maybe for y'all are gonna go for it, but for me, I'm not gonna allow myself to go for some BS where I'm just catering to a woman for no reason, just because she's living, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things I've seen, right, because I was also a good guy, you know what I'm saying? That, just helped women. Even now, like most of my blessing, I do it towards women because I won't even lie, firstly, it threatens a guy's masculinity, right? For me to help him. If I was like, here's 100 rand for lunch, obviously he might take it, but like it's gonna be like, what the hell? What is Doozy on? Low key, like, right? So it feels better helping women. But yeah, it's like even when I help women, it's like some women, they take it like they deserve it. It's like some women, like they just, there's not that appreciation. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what y'all think this is, but this is no, I'm gonna bless you just because you're a woman. I don't truly believe in that. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, another thing about leverage is you have to just be willing to walk away and accept the circumstances. It's like with me right now, right? I live at home. This ring I currently have, the watch, one of the chains was my dad's, right? But my mom gave it to me. As well as, there's so many, I live at home, right? So it's like, basically I'm being provided for, right? But it's like, I'm still always try to call my mom out when she's wrong. I'm forever going to speak up for myself. And if she ever were to be like, get out the house or take off that jewelry, or get out, pack your things and go, I'm willing to be like, okay, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to allow the leverage to be, I'm not going to allow myself, the power, right? I'm not going to allow my mom, right, in this example, to leverage power against me to where now I'm uncomfortable, I can't even talk, or I don't want to call her out where she's wrong. Because that's what's going to happen if I don't have this mindset of you know what, you can kick me out today, I'm going to figure it out. And that's what I've seen. It's like, even with girls, you always have to be at a point where it's like, I don't really, you can kick rocks, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stick around for your BS. If you don't want to be here, the door is open, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you have to. And that's funny enough, when you have that attitude, that way of thinking, that's when they stick around, or they allow you to. Also with me using the car, I really feel like if I didn't feel, right? Because I feel like, you know what, if my mom says to me today even like, never use the car again, I'm ready to be like, yeah, I'm never going to use it. I'll walk if I have to until I get my own. If I didn't have that attitude, just like, she was forever going to be like micromanaging me. And not to judge my mom, but this is the reality of leverage. And I've said a lot in this video, but the main point that I want to drive home is have the leverage. Whether it be in friendships, relationships, job situations, with your girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where you live. I feel like as a man, you should strive to have the leverage. It's like, let the power be on me, right? And I'm going to try my best to obviously seek God and exercise the power rightly. But let me have the power. And even when I don't have the power, right? I was watching a video by Dr. Miles Monroe, How to Be a Man. And he was saying, you know what I'm saying? There was a point where his wife was making almost double what he was making. But he was the man of the house. And it's very rare you find that, because the reality is, if your girl is making more money, you live at her house, she has the leverage. Unless you're willing to stand on that, I'd rather be homeless before you boss me around. I'm going to leave. Anytime you disrespect me, I'm out the door. And for me, this is something I don't understand about people. I don't blame them, right? Because what I've understood, right, is to have self-respect, you have to self-invest, right? So there's a lot of investing I've done in myself. I go hard in the gym. I make sure that I do what I need to do. I'm saying there's a couple aspects I'm still failing here and there. But for the most part, I'm a killer, man. I'll get it done. I'll go to the gym. I'll lift the weights. I'll go harder than everyone. I'll sleep less hours. So I really have self-respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I floss. I brush my teeth. I'm always clean. I'm always dripping. Haircut is fresh. You know what I'm saying? Polo on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to make sure I respect myself to the highest, right? No matter what, it's like you can never really bring me down. And because I got my way, because I have self-respect for myself, I know that God loves me as his child. I'm a man of God. There's a certain standard I uphold. It's like, I will not steal. I found money. Even like now, it's twice this has happened to me. There's 80 Rand I came across. I don't believe in stealing, right? So even me telling these stories, like, there's 80 Rand I came across. I ended up leaving it. There's 50 Rand. I took it back. Right? That's another story for another day. But it's like, I don't believe in stealing. I don't feel like I need the money. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. So I'll always have money. I'll never be in lack as long as I follow the Lord. So I really have self-respect. So it's like with any woman, like there's a lot of women, like currently I think I'm talking to 6 girls on Hinge. If they most of them didn't reply, I'm just never going to talk to them again, right? Yeah, it is what it is. It's like, I'll never chase you. There'll always be another girl. So it's like, if you're not willing to walk away, to have the self-respect, they're always going to play you. And with women, one thing about women, they will play you. So it's like, I don't believe in getting emotional about truth. So it's like, now that I understand leverage, now that it's been exercised on me, and also I'm able to exercise leverage, I just see it for what it is. It's like, you just have to accept it for what it is. And also for me, right, leverage is so funny, man. It's like, I'm at a point where, I was in the gym, and normally I'm in the gym when, like, there's not really a lot of people, because I'm in there in the daytime. So a lot of people at work, not, like, there's hardly people at the gym when I'm there, right? But like, there's a time where I had went, it was maybe around 5, around 4. There was just quite a lot of people, and then you get to see who's really the nicest girl in the gym. How does she act? And yeah, it's like, even entitled women, it's like, as much as for me, it's like, I'm just gonna avoid you. I don't blame them, right? They have the leverage. Also, like with me, like a lot of girls, they have their own perspective on me. This guy might be stuck up. I don't care, but I have the leverage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not gonna act like I don't know that I'm good looking, attractive. Maybe I'll downplay it, right? So I don't seem arrogant. But like, a part of me really believes I'm good looking. Like, you'll never be able to try talk me down, or, you know what I'm saying? Even about any of my situations, it's like, you won't wield your hand against me. It's like, no. So it's like, that's the reality, man. There was this fine black lady. She looks like maybe she can be in her 40s, right? But she's fine, body nice. She walked in the sundress, and you could just see like she goes her way not to look at people. Just, she feels herself. But then I was like, it is what it is, guys. She's hot. So it's like, you have to just accept leverage for what it is. But for the most part, brothers, let's get the leverage. Like, let's have the money. Let's be in shape. Let's, always stay on point. Let's walk away from every disrespectful woman, every woman who's not willing to invest. Every woman who plays games, just walk away. Let's have the leverage. Let's have the leverage. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.